The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Onishima is dead. Monokuma. Hello, beautiful people. David here with some more Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. We are in Hope's Peak Academy, and this is crazy! We're doing all this research and investigation, which makes me think there's gonna be one final trial coming up. So, again, this is a very long recording session that I've just recorded a lot today. I've taken a break, but I think this might be the last video I record unless something wild happens, because I'm starting to feel it in my Monokuma voice. Whew! But hey, there's Kazuichi. What's going on? Always kind of creepy. Can't go any places that I should be able to go. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. Like this invisible wall. Yeah, exactly. So, I'm assuming Monokuma wants me to uncover these areas in a certain type of order. Very interesting. So now I should be able to go through here. No? Very strange. It's cool to explore this. I like seeing what the devs did with this map area. So they reused the assets, but they also like played with it a lot. Oh, now we can go to 5A. Oh wait, that's where I came from. Oh no, we haven't been here. Okay. Surveillance camera, iron plate, clock with no hands probably. This is another manga, laying on top of the desk. Manga for morons! Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. That's why it went bankrupt, and it was a trigger for the for the biggest, most tragic event. Yeah. If I read this, I might. Yeah, obviously. God. Is that Kyoko's daddy? Took the manga from the desk, see what I could learn. Outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. Is that it's written here? Oh wait, I forgot, all the characters on the covers don't exist. They're just narrators. Tragedy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. Key player. What? Oh, okay, hold on. This is new. This is the tragedy before trigger. Okay. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura. Who the hell is that? Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. The Academy used all their resources to develop him? What? Supposedly Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students of the Academy were unaware of his existence. But Izuru, who's known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students, among the best and brightest, brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect his superior talent, conceal the incident. Oh no, it's corruption! However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what they did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of the reserve corps students, who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began? And that heralded Hope's Peak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. This is like a dessert. This whole chapter is like a dessert for people who got through the entire game. I love this. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. Oh, so that was the reserve department, huh? We're excited. Danganronpa 0! Is that a thing? Or is that a manga? Or thing? I'm not gonna read that. Don't ask. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is just too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. Ho 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 ho!
You should be lucky that you're incompetent.
Damn it, he always has the lead-ups to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. Oh yes it does. Nagito said it was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. Wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. It said that they began uprising. What about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. You may have. Tragedy of Hope's Peak has been added to the truth bullets. So I'm getting the sense that the Reserve Corps students were bitter. They were real bitter about the talent students. And I could see how Hajime would be one of them. He is a kind of a hothead. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was the one talking to Nagito on the ship. Being a little high and mighty. I learned about the tragedy, but biggest, most awful event is worse, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. We're gonna find out that Hajime is like a big boy. He done some stuff. I would love that, honestly. I'm definitely gonna have to give my voice a rest after this episode because I can tell there's gonna be a lot more fun stuff. Alright, so we got that. Where else can I go? Went to the dojo. Went to 5A. Can't go in here yet. That's wall. Oh, this is exciting. I'm real excited. Oh man, all the possibilities. And where's the main cast? Oops. Where's the main cast? Oh, Monokuma, you're letting me through here, huh? Raw. Oh, I remember this. These are where all the bodies were. Oh my god. Butter. It's like I'm freezing or something. Yeah. Oh, can we see the bodies? I've seen this in movies before. Yeah, it's not... Keeping bodies in a high school biolab isn't something you should joke about. Feels forced. The idea should have been canceled during development or something. What am I thinking? God damn it, Danganronpa. Don't beat me over the head with all this. The TERP! Yeah. Clean up after yourselves, will you? Hey, that was an important piece of evidence, my guy. Also, speaking of important evidence, get here, little motherfucker.
I've been found.
Yeah, you have. Alright. Am I done? Monitor. What does he say about this? Okay. Book! Another manga.
Manga for morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
I love how they're just like dumping exposition down your throat. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about the incident. The biggest, most awful, tragic event, huh? What was it all about? It might turn out to be something lame. I don't think so. I flipped through the pages and hoped I was right. I was wrong. Alrighty. Let's see. Very Junji Ito. A story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the Big... Okay, hold on. TBMAMTEHH. I can't even make a word out of that. You can't even make an acronym. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. Tragedy was simply the trigger! And there was some happy havoc. At first, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. That rhymed very poetically. Melodiously. was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining. A couple of races. Alright. But the movement was not confined to the internet, and began spreading and eroding into the real world. Ooh. Oh, eroding the world itself. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. It spread across the world, certain abnormalities came to light. And it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and the wanton destruction became their only goal. Ooh, that's really crazy. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon the weak formed factions so to brutally murder the strong. And as the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. It was as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. Topical, and yikes. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. This happens. This actually happens. By that time, the world realized what it had become. It was too late to stop what happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world. A war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. Because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? Because this is anime! The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair! The lore! Shove it into my face! Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they used them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society used their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair, and the powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy. The biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history. I love how they just say it all the time. New values and morals to spread despair. How does that even work? I guess it's like celebrities like glorifying shit that people shouldn't care about, but they do because celebrities do. That's crazy! As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was freezing in the room. I was just about to make a comment. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. Nope! I mean, if it's really true, then what's happening in the outside world?
Let me show you this video, Hajime!
My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent. Kombini in Japanese. The nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way! Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you?
Who would enjoy reading something like this?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy.
Enough, what is with this messed up manga?
I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that? Such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains.
This incident really happened and I forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying? How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real. Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys out, so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world, where everyone's massacring each other. It's a bloodbath.
I see, so that's how it is. I see your game, Bear. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Alright, he wants to show us. Honestly, that's actually pretty cool of him, not gonna lie. Instead of just sending him out into the world, the crazy, crazy world. He's trying to make us feel despair towards the outside world, so we'll want to stay on the island. There's no way I'm gonna do what he wants. Uh-oh. Sounds familiar. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope, just like now. Perhaps, no, that's definitely it. Yikes. Whether or not this incident really happened. What in the world is this ultimate despair group? They're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction. Are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. They're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students. So if they're able to do it, then I guess that's why they're called Ultimates. All the killings we're involved in connected as well? There's no use, I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Man, oh man. I nearly froze to death. So where to next? Alright, let's find out what's available. Lore in my mouth! Alright, so... Oh, B. This one's new, I think. What do we got? Despair? No, I should ignore it. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see him. I gotta.
Why, hello, Hajime! I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right?
What are you doing here?
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me by telling you word of mouth?
Should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. Oh, I should have talked to Fuyuhiko first.
A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots.
I'm getting real fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What do you need to tell me?
It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for. Surprise! It's about ultimate despair. Not despair, despair.
Huh?
Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive.
You talking about my ex-girlfriend? A high school girl?
Yes, indeed.
Memories.
Lady Junko Enoshima.
Junko Enoshima?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some kind of fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Was she really the big boss lady?
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
What are you talking about? I wasn't attracted to her philosophy or anything like that. In fact, I didn't even fall in love with her. I fell in love with her sister pretending to be her. Which made me just fall in love with her. I don't know anymore.
That holds true. That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason the incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she
even recruited people who have been in a position to neutralize the threat? And what was their purpose?
What?
Like I said, why did they cause the incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they would do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair.
Huh?
For Junko and Ashima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko and Ashima as Junko and Ashima.
What are you saying?
I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly that. Junko and Ashima is so full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair.
What the hell?
With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs.
Okay, I know we're speaking in terms of metaphors, but also, what the hell is Nagito doing with my girlfriend's hand?
All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko and Ashima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so that they could escape from despair, all in Junko and Ashima's name. For example, they killed their families, their friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed that it was something that they had to do.
Oh, we're talking about Trigger now. No way something that crazy is possible. Yeah, it is. And it just happened to you, too.
Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy?
Final days?
In other words,
Junko had the power to change people's values. That is also true of famous people throughout history.
What do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide.
What? This is a lot of info, and I love it. Mass suicide, eh?
Say,
All 2,000 plus of them?
Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded.
No! No! Hajime! One person, huh? Is that me?
damn it.
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko and Ashima. Yeah, doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard.
Junko and Ashima is already dead! Huh? Oh, who is that? Who is that? She's looking good. I miss her so much. Alright. Reserve department has been updated in your handbook. Check the truth bullets menu. Ah! What is this game doing to me?
What a surprise!
No!
Hey,
Even though
He just started on his own. Wow. Wait, are we... Seriously? Good part or not, I've already... That's funny. I can't read all that. 4 hours of recording. How you doing? Is it true what you said? Junko and Ashima is really dead? What, you didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody classroom? Oh, okay. Yep. Like the killings we were involved in. They were the killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the skilling cool life. The Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was Junko and Ashima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko and Ashima is dead. Monokuma.
Like...
Is my ex alive? Is my ex coming back to me? Turns out that the biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students, and she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. Tch, there's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras broadcasting the whole thing? The students of Hope's Peak Academy were widely known as Hope's Symbols of Hope. By forcing people to watch the symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. So that messed up plan was stopped. Junko and Ashima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trade, and after becoming overcome with... well, that was a weird thing. Alright, by the despair she created, she took her own life. And Junko's no more. Stop teasing me, you little dick bear! Am I gonna see my honey again? Sonia. Am I gonna see my honey again, though? No. Okay, for real talk, though. Let's say she's alive, and she's been this Monokuma the whole time. How awkward would that be, to hear people talking about you being dead? No matter how horrible she was, there was no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko and Ashima isn't alive anymore. Then, who's our enemy? I'm going insane! I still have my screaming pillow! It's a thing still! Junko and Ashima's already dead. Yeah. Followers of Junko. You're great, that's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, followers of Junko. I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit.
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'd lose to some... But if this really is an imitation, or those... What if the person who was the ultimate imposter, who was impersonating Byakuya, was also impersonating Junko at the end of Trigger Happy Havoc? Do you understand where my brain is going right now? The cameras... Are they broadcasting somewhere? Probably. Oh, we got that from Fihiko. Hi. Ultimate Despair has been added to your handbook. Stop! Stop looking at me like that!
Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What, do you have a problem with that?
Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean raise a flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character route.
Oh no, that's not how we do things around here.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Is this trying to reference like when he was like,
Makoto, your flagpole is standing up. I can see it, you're with Sayaka.
no! Oh god! I thought he was gonna say something else. You little racketeer.
Hey.
Okay, you're saying the same shit? Great. no. Oh no! We're talking about Junko! Oh, whoa. It's crazy. I already decided I'm not going to be surprised. No time to be surprised by something like this. Hajime, you've got cataracts! Kane's switching her nose like a beast! What happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
It's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. What?
So,
I don't know, it's just my gut. I swear to God! Her gut's pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. And Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming! I swear to God, if I see my ex-girlfriend and my kinda current girlfriend in the same room at the same time, I'm gonna freak out! Oh man. Things are really coming to a head here. Okay, a lot of areas to discover and unearth. Okay, sealed rooms. Sealed room, sealed room. Hajime, you gotta go to the eye doctor. Okay, I see a room I can go into. The music room. Oh! Is this the room where... Yeah, this is where Fuyuhiko's sister got killed, I think. I feel like I can see something strange. Monument. Hologram. Piano. What if we just find Alter Ego floating around here? Some sort of monument? Why would there be a monument in our music room? Ooh! Symbol of the Future Foundation. The Future Foundation has to be the survivors. It has to be Makoto and gang. Short passage engraved. To combat the event, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the... Confirmed! Con-fucking-burned! Future Foundation was established by the graduates? Aren't they known as World Ender? It's completely different. Monokuma made it up! I knew I was right. I knew I was right, even before! It just made sense to me! Ah, my gut was right. My gut! Ah, that's insane. He was right. We're gonna get all this Expo dump in one place. It's kind of funny. It's like a hologram. What? Passage from here. Regarding the report, we've obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors? You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. It's why they kidnapped them, they stuck them on a ship, sent them to Jabberwock Island, and Monokuma got wind, and then he caused problems. Who's Usami? Who is Monomi? Who is doing the voice? Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Ashima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if there are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we're investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we've received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. Oh, experimental phase of the Neo World approach. Yep. Definitely 15 of us, but what do survivors mean? Talking from some other world. What happened outside? Yep. It's not normal. It's crazy. Everyone's wearing Monokuma faces. So Junko and Ashima really was the big boss lady. I thought she was a lackey, honestly. Academy Survivors has been... It's nuts. It's wild. Are we gonna be in a big trial with like Makoto and Aoi and Hagakure and not Byakuya, or maybe Byakuya if there was an imposter. As long as Monokuma was around, she'd probably. And Kyoko, Toko. Yeah, Monokuma is the ultimate despair. But who specifically? And carrying out the will of Junko and Ashima are making us go through this. What is this, Reacher's facility? Only the future Foundation facility we found was on the ancient ruin. Really? Research facility? I'm going insane. I'm going insane. I can't imagine if I was doing this. Oh my god. Like another day, like at the beginning of a recording session, like the fact that I'm a little tired is keeping me from like actually like running around. This is really crazy. What the hell is Monokuma? Your building is pulsating. Teacher's lounge. All right, to the teacher's lounge. Let's go. What's in here? Feels different. It's probably the office. And the room kind of has a stuffy teacher vibe to it. It does look like that. More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Give it up already. I like how Hajime's patience is like worn so thin now. Look at all the flowers. Plus, they look strange. Are my eyes just tired? They're fake? Blackboard. Something on the blackboard. What's written here? Hey, it's Yoko. Oh, whoa, what? Subjects. Yoko Seonji. Written on the blackboard. Okay, so this is everyone. Alright. So we've got Mahiru, Mikani, Ibuki, Akane, Sonia, and Peko, and Hyoko. They were all in kind of one thing. Hajime, Chiaki, Kazuichi, Nagito, Gundam, Imposter, Teruteru, Nekomaru, Fuyuhiko. Wow, he really was an imposter, huh? Doesn't say Byakuya. What's here? Hyoko Sanji. Alright, yeah, we've met. What is this? Can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It's pretty much her defining feature. The photo in this newspaper, I can see the resemblance. It's too different from the Hyoko we knew. So is that the ultimate imposter? Also, real Hyoko looking fine. What does this mean? This lady looks pretty mature. Is that Hyoko's older sister or something? Yeah, it says Hyoko. No, you idiot! Older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? It's the only explanation, right? Look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister? Well, it's not like I was that close to her.
Wrong. She doesn't have an older sister. Yoko is the Saionji's family only daughter. Saionji family's only daughter.
She doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, it's the imposter!
That's Yoko.
Of course not.
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. She was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt.
What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
today I'm
Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? If this is the truth, then the Hyoko in this newspaper. And also, she just looks so nice just compared to the biatch that the other one was. Is he really saying it's the same person? That's impossible. How can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Yes. Oh my god, are we really gonna do this? Did the experiment change her body? What am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? So test subjects. Wait, list of subjects?
What's going on?
Wait a minute. Are we like bad clones? I know this is weird. Okay, I want to say the ultimate imposter is, you know, that. But maybe like they tried cloning people? Yeah, a lot looks. Oh, right, this dude. Overwhelming portrait. Name etched into the placard says Hope Speak Academy's founder. Academy founder. Izuru Kamakura! Founder of the Hope Speak Academy, and this name, Izuru Kamakura, doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Oh. Oh my god, they're cloning people. They're cloning people. They created a genius, and they named it after the founder. He went insane when he found out he was a clone. He killed a ton of people. There are other clones. I think I figured it out. The people are clones. Bad clones, apparently. Oh, this ain't good. This ain't good. This is not good. Kazuichi, this is not good.
Hey!
Don't tell me the killing is gonna have some psychotic conclusion, like it's some experiment. I think it is! I think it definitely is! List of subjects seems really dangerous. I don't like this! This is crazy!
Huh? Are you serious?
I hope not! Oh, there's even more? Oh, a hologram. Great. Letters floating in the air. It looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. Same one from earlier, I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best in continuing your investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Ashima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there's a leader on par with Junko and Ashima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? Doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. The biggest event isn't as terrible as it sounds. It's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Wild.
Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime! You shall now go on to the next stage.
Oh, God. Oh, no!
Are we screwed?
Yeah, oh my god, we are screwed. Oh, thank you! Damn it, not again. Oh, shoot. Damn it, not again. The hallway's different from last time. I guess that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised. I'll move to a different locate. I'd move to a different hallway than last. How can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just gonna waste my energy. This is insane. We're going to continue this in the next episode, but my god, this is insane. This has gone completely off the rails. And I love the lore! Put it in my mouth! Yeah, so we're ending off here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't, smack the bell so you never miss a thing, consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you, Bladed Cross, for supporting me on Patreon, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I have a feeling something crazy's happening, and is my girlfriend here? I think my ex-girlfriend is somehow gonna rear her head again. I don't know how. She's dead. But who knows? Maybe there's clones. Maybe there's imposters. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm kind of excited, but later.